Welcome back, fans and friends, for this upcoming video. And the reason I'm doing that Jada, and I just held out until now, is because I have another one. Not Jada, but a Shelby Cobra. So one of the reasons I don't really like too much the Jada versions are the scaling and the tires. And we're going to find out if it's in fact better or worse than this one, which is obviously 1965 Shelby Cobra, but it is the continuation series instead of the original, which is that one over there. And this is from Greenlight, the Barrett-Jackson World's Greatest Car Collection Auctions. And we see Greenlight at the top there. We have the Series 9 limited edition. Does it have the limited edition number? I don't. It's printed up there. It's just obscured by this bar here. And the limited edition over there again. So they've in fact done it twice for some unknown reason. And the die-cast metal chases. Oh, this is in French. I apologize. And it's the 14 plus, and as we know, that one was there was 18 plus. And then this is the issue I have with those. It's the 164 scale. So just if people would like, I don't want to keep this video running on too long, but I only have a 2011 Mustang and the KR from last time, and as we can see, these cars are both to scale, but clearly somebody is using a different type of numbering system because they are obviously not the same scale as each other. And I think that despite the fact that I do like the KR, don't get me wrong, this was an amazing car, but once again, the wheels I think personally didn't do as much for me. I do like the numbering system, and this one, as we can see there, comes with the rearview mirrors, but obviously the Shelby Cobra in this video, in the last video, sorry, does not. So without that little delay out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the back. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I will leave it on the screen for 30 seconds. Not 30, but 20 seconds. You can see there, it was sold for $209,000, Scottsdale 2021. And exactly what's written on the front there, 1965 Shelby Cobra, CSX 4000 Roadster. And then Carroll Shelby, the legendary 427, although the engine in this car is the 428 CI V8, which offered a cheaper and a much more improvable version of the old 427, easier to maintain, and some other stuff too. And so if everybody could pause it, I will keep it as steady as possible. And there we go. And then just on the bottom, the normal stuff, the limited edition, both French and English, die-cast metal, French and English. Series 9, we all know, BF Goodrich and Carroll Shelby, because they don't list the cars of the others in the series. They don't have to put anybody else. And for the Greenlight, we will see if this is the 2021 244 day 14/562M on the bottom of the vehicle, like they normally do, 14 plus, 164 scale, and there's two good shots at the vehicle itself. So in their defense, I do not see rearview mirrors on these cars, so I take everything I said about this one back, because if there are no rearview mirrors on the picture, then there will be no rearview mirrors on the vehicle. That is acceptable as well. So I just put every lesson I learned opening that other Shelby with opening this one. And so here we have it, the similar type insert we all know and love from Greenlight. Keeps it from being damaged while it's being shipped to us. And so there we have it. It has the number 31 written on it. And this is what I was talking about, scale. These are nearly the same car. As we can see, there are extremely high number of similarities, except for the physical size. And they're both like technically done to 164, so I don't know what to say. So here we have, right away you can tell there's the opening handles for pulling the hood open. We have obviously number 31 on a slight angle. So the one thing I'll say with this is I did feel this wobble a little bit. I would have loved an opening hood. We're not getting that this time though. I struggled with the Corvette, but this one will not be open. We see the Carroll Shelby symbol is a little less clear than on the Jada. Barrett-Jackson license plate, everything else is nice and shiny. Just for comparison. See, and what I was saying earlier about the lights, the turning lights, they've done it here with the Greenlight. And then just to the side, we see nearly the same thing that's written on the side of this, but instead of 427. It says, I believe, 428. Yeah, it says 428. Nope, I'm incorrect. It says 427 on it. So they've used the 428 engine, but they've used the 427. I guess they're closely related enough that they're interchangeable. As for the in the cockpit detail, it actually looks worse. It looks way simpler. Just glossed over. You can see there differences. So the gas cap is here. So you can see the Barrett-Jackson on the front and rear license plate. I do think actually the symbol there on the front is just the Shelby Cobra, as is that one. Doesn't say CS. Carol Shelby just says so. So we can see for once Greenlight, not for once, but thankfully Greenlight has decided to put the printing of the tires. Yeah, we can see a little bit of a defect on that wheel there. It's the middle of it has bowled over, kind of disgusting. But on this side, they both appear to be correct. All four wheels have BF Goodrich written on them properly. That's nice. They're just going to the rear of the car. We see all the lights, everything else even. Barrett-Jackson, nice and easy to see. But yeah, the interior is kind of a letdown, considering the Jada one did it really well. And normally Greenlight actually does a really good job of the windshield wipers. As you can see how poorly it's done there. Not at all. And in fact, I can see now there's sort of a gap as the windshield has separated from the body. I'm going to have to either glue that or just take care of it in general. So left and right's been done. We move to the bottom of the vehicle. We see there the 4588 as it's a limited edition number, Greenlight, made in China. The year is extremely difficult to read. I think it says 2020. But the 34421 is exactly the same as what's on the package. 14562M, also the same. The serious thing about Greenlight is with Shelby Cobra CSX, but it doesn't say the 4000 Roadster on it. I don't know how important that is, but why they include it on the package but then not on the car is beyond me. So there's the rear. There's a transfer case. There's differential because it's a rear-wheel drive car. I've never seen the underside, so it really doesn't make a huge difference to me. But this seems awfully simplified in accordance with what they normally do with these cars. So other than that, I believe I've covered everything. You can see the rear exhaust. They didn't bother to paint the extensions underneath the vehicle too. So I mean, how important is that? They didn't do that at all here. So I mean, here we are. And it has this central pivot, which I've never seen before on a Greenlight car. So that. And then the GL number, just in the bottom right of the vehicle, it is GL 068. It's 2012. So this Greenlight is a re-release. It's 2012. It says in the tiniest letters. I don't know why they've done it this way, because I have seen them, maybe because the stamping is older and the casting is older and it just is really fuzzy. Honestly, I do like the aesthetics, but for once the Jada one is sort of better. On the one hand, the windshield doesn't move at all. You can see the little visors there, but overall I think the interior of this car is done way better. But this I have to fix eventually. How does it roll? Does not want to roll at all. So that's just another one that's going to have to be fixed. I will bring up how to fix it later in a video. It's really easy. It's not overall time consuming. I think one of the issues here is the wheels are not centered on the axles. I don't want to say too much, but it's relatively simple. You just have a pair of cutters, 1/18 32 gauge nails, brad nails, and then you can do it. Anyway, that's a later video. This is the video on this 427 CSX Roadster Shelby Cobra. This is Tums from Toronto, and thanks for watching, and till the next one.